Let's do it. All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Ethan J. It's a pleasure to be here. Today, I have a very, very special guest. I work at a fantastic gym, and the opportunity for me to be here has been a privilege. So shout out to Edwin if you watched this video. And I got to meet a very, very special man. Started out special, very special. Yes. I meet a lot of people. I think I've been in the industry for 4.5, 5 years. I've trained basketball for ages of 14 to 16-year-old youth. I've trained kids that are the ages of 14 to 25, and then everything from 25 to 85. So I get to meet not only clients, but trainers. The minute I met you, I knew something was special. Something was different. Something was amazing. And I had to set this podcast in motion. I know you for who you are, but I want you to introduce yourself to me.
To you?
Yes.
And to everyone else who's interested. Well, my name's Mats.
Matt.
I'm personally from Norway, but both of my parents are from the Netherlands.
Nice.
Which gives me a unique way of living generally because I have a culture from a different country. And Europe is very separated by culture, and it has 46 of them.
Yes.
Which is every single culture, even though it's very close to each other, is very different. So I lived and grew up in Norway and got that culture, but I also, my household was Dutch.
Wow.
So that, I think, already set me up to be a little different.
Different, yes.
Also being bilingual from the get-go, because English is my third language.
It's your third language?
It's my third language,
Wow, so there's what it is. Because the first thing I noticed with you is you're very smart, very sharp,
Thank you.
Before we go into questions, because I have so many, it's an honor for you to be here, Matt, to the
Thank you. Podcast. Thank you so much. Yes. Same to you.
Let's go right into the questions, okay?
Yes.
So the first one that I have for you is, you're in Canada temporarily right now.
Correct.
Going through those stages where you have different native influences for you, how was that kind of growing up experience?
Compared to here, or just my...
I would say just yours generally, because I can imagine that it makes you a little bit different.
Yes, it does. At the start, I was a lot more social.
Okay.
I think I was that just genetically as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. You might have picked it up from knowing me here.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of thought when I came here, Canada was like that. I'm going to hold the door for you. I'm going to talk to everyone on the street. Not true. Still, it has the consensus, right?
Yeah.
This is the Canadian culture.
Yes.
So I think I already embodied that when I was in Norway. But Norway, for the people who don't know,
and I don't know either,
is very cold.
Really?
Very cold. Everything you show publicly is true to heart. It's if you're on a dinner with someone, this is an established relationship. You don't go on first lunches, stuff like that.
Wow. So you need to know the person.
You need to know the person.
Wow. And there's a commitment there, loyalty there.
Absolutely. And it's to the point where if there's a bus with 50 seats, in Norway there's 25 because you don't sit next to strangers.
Really?
You don't. And even though it's full, people will rather stand than sit next to a stranger.
Wow.
That is Norway.
Wow.
That's the place where I grew up.
Yeah.
And so I was an anomaly compared in social. The Netherlands too is a lot more social because it's one of the most densely populated countries in all of Europe. So that's how my parents kind of brought me up, was being a talkative guy. They let me talk to random people at the supermarket when I was 5. That was not normal, and normal kids in Norway would have gotten punished for doing that.
Wow.
I didn't. And I think when I analyzed that for myself, that's where I kind of got my social part from.
So just a really good upbringing. Your parents didn't put boundaries on you.
No. Which gave me other issues.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was then the kind of guy who would just go anywhere, and then suddenly I was gone, and then my parents had to search for me, right? And this is not the first time that has happened. It happened a few times, right? To where it's I was early, because I was just on the generational switch where kids started to get phones, and I needed one early because my parents needed a way to contact
to get a hold of you.
Just
a quick question here. Your age specifically. You're 21 now?
21, 2004.
Okay, 21. So you were 2004. Perfect. Okay, so just context, right?
So 2004, I still watched Tarzan on the cassette tapes.
I love Tarzan.
Yes. Perfect movie in my opinion.
Yes, I love
the animated movies. It's How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, Tarzan.
Come on.
That era is
Come on.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that era.
Compete.
Yeah, I'm even older than that, but I can still appreciate it.
Exactly.
Come on,
right? Yeah, because you're all of your teenagers, I would imagine, is no technology or very limited.
Very limited. Very limited. Yeah.
Because when I was 7, I got a Wii. So I played Mario Kart a lot.
Oh. Yeah.
But that was like my generation.
Yeah.
No phones. They were still social in school because that's what happened in a lot of schools. All of the kids, they grow up overstimulated. So as soon as they're like have the possibility to have a phone in school, they won't socialize.
So then question for you. So you're in this generation and everything is being, moving into a tech era.
Correct.
Right? So you're just at the beginning of it.
Yes.
Did you notice the implications of the tech era damaging relationships?
Now I do.
Now you do.
Then I didn't.
Okay.
Then I did it.
Okay, so is it because you're older, you can see things differently?
I reflect. And I only started reflecting a good 2 years ago.
Right.
And that was because that was the first time I lived for myself. And I had my own job and I had to do everything myself.
For yourself, yeah.
And it wasn't like my parents supported me. My dad especially was there. But it wasn't like my dad was holding my hand anymore.
So you were on your own.
I was on my own.
Yeah,
it's like anytime I needed to, he was there. It wasn't a far drive or anything like that, right?
Yeah, and knowing you probably had the emphasis to try to figure it out on your own.
Exactly. And my dad was like very much, you go.
Yeah.
And gave me the possibility to go. Because I see that in a lot of people where either the parents stop them from going or don't help them when they need to.
100%. Oof.
And especially in today's generation.
Oh, 100%.
These helicopter parents who just always keep over their child. And it's like,
social media parents,
I need to hold you and I need to keep you.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
So going into that, how was that learning curve for you? Like
Exceptional.
Exceptional. So there's a lot of people that are watching this that haven't taken that jump yet to kind of be as young as you are and then go off on your own. So let's go into your experience with it.
I would say to those people, do it, but don't be careless because a lot of people do it carelessly. And that's when you get the children who were always helped by their parents and then suddenly have no help and then they strand somewhere, right? I never stranded.
Okay.
I always had a support system.
Yeah.
For me to be able to figure it out.
Right.
And that's what I think a good parent does.
Okay. Yes, of course.
Is gives them a plate and goes, here, you figure it out, but I'm not going to like crash the plate for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave you.
No, exactly. That's what happened with me.
Yeah.
They gave me structure and they said, okay, now make your own food, do your own laundry, work, get a full routine of that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it might be lonely.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
So I'm guessing the first little bit of time was you partying and really enjoying that freedom, right?
I didn't.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And a big reason to why actually is I already partied myself out in my feeling. In my feeling. Because my parents had this philosophy of if I give it to you, you won't search it from someone else.
Oh.
So they gave me alcohol at the age of 15.
Really?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
We didn't hear that.
Allegedly.
We didn't hear
but
that.
They gave me alcohol at the age of 15 because what happens, especially in Norway, is you get drunk. You don't drink to drink, you get drunk. That's the whole point of drinking in Norway.
Wow.
That's the culture of drinking in Norway.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they get hammered.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot, especially in winter, where teenagers die because of the cold.
And because they're drunk.
Yes.
So they're not making the right moves. They're in the middle of nowhere.
And parents, instead of trying to help, they control. And when you try to control something, especially as teenagers, you want to rebel and go against
100%.
that. I never rebelled.
You never rebelled.
I never rebelled because I didn't have to, because I wasn't controlled in that way. I had strict boundaries. And the strict boundaries was, for example, that's you get this and this, but only will I give it to you if you do not drink from someone else. So they gave me, and parents then would go, oh, I'll give him one beer. Don't be dumb.
Yeah.
He's 15.
Yeah.
Come on. Give him a 6-pack and some stronger alcohol. That's what they gave to me.
Wow.
They gave me 300 milliliters. I still remember it very well, of the shittest vodka you can get.
Wow.
It was $17.
Yeah.
And in Norway, that's cheap because everything is expensive in Norway. And a 6-pack.
Yeah. Wow.
I chose this myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is the budget they gave me. I'm going to get this. And I had a blast at parties.
Really?
Yes, I had a blast at parties because I always had my alcohol. And all of my friends were like, oh, I had to get this from this so-and-so and this sketchy guy. And especially the girls who go to the 25-year-old and then have to do something back. And that's shady stuff. That's shady stuff.
It's disgusting.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly, right? Because then this 16-year-old comes up to a 25. Can you buy me alcohol?
He's going to take advantage of that situation.
Exactly.
Right? Come on.
So that never happened to me. I was never taking advantage of that.
It's incredible.
Because my parents were like, okay, you're going to do this anyway.
Yeah, it sounds like you have amazing parents. Like that type of infrastructure where they give you the possibility to test things out, not close it, but still love you.
Yes.
It's beautiful. Are you an only child?
No.
No.
My sister as well.
Okay. Are you the oldest?
I'm the oldest by
You're the
1
oldest.
year.
By 1 year.
Yeah.
Oh, so just like me and my sister.
Yeah.
Very cool.
But my sister never, like, she just wanted to rebel naturally. So, because that was a thing that I understood is my parents give me this if I don't do this. So it's along the
It's a give and take.
Yes, they give me alcohol, but they will only continue to give it to me if I only drink this.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yeah. And your performance is not hindered.
Yes, exactly.
I see.
What my sister did is take yes and then take more over here.
Oh no.
Right?
Yeah.
And then no alcohol, no parties, still goes out.
Rebellious.
Exactly, right? Because if you don't give consequences to your children for a bad action, it's like giving a dog like food when they do something bad. You're gonna train them to continue to do bad stuff.
100%.
It's
Oh
like,
man. Oof.
no shit.
So true. Yeah. They're gonna just continue the behavior.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no reason for them to even think it's a bad behavior.
Yes, because you reward them anyway. Which
Yeah.
I see a lot with especially the parenting today.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It's like,
100%. Yeah.
You have been a bad boy.
Yeah.
Bad boy. Let's go get ice cream. I don't care that you punched someone. You're 4.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, come on.
Yeah.
It's like you're not supposed to reward punching behavior when you're 4 years old.
Not. Yeah, it's a very, I so agree with you because this generation, for some reason, I don't know what it is, the parents have become more lax in certain areas and more fine-tuned in other areas. The social perception and the validity of a person's or a kid's image is more important than how their character is.
You hit that on the nail.
Right.
Because it's almost like the older generation and then the newer generation flipped what they did.
Yeah.
It's now having a child is performative.
I agree.
Performative. It's like, it's no longer you are an extension of me. It's you are what I create you to be. So you are me. So I need to make you perform as well as possible exteriorly.
Exactly.
And it's like, that means that you're not punishing your child anymore.
Yeah.
I see it with children and their parents at the grocery store, for example. I don't see this in Norway because Norway, it's like,
by the book.
yes, they don't care.
Yeah, this is what needs to be done.
Yes, they don't care. In Canada, they negotiate with their child.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Are you dumb?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You negotiate?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
If I give you this ice cream, you're gonna clean your room.
No.
They give the ice cream first and then they don't clean the room, then they give him another ice cream.
It's ridiculous.
Are you dumb?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's what I've seen here after being born and raised here is there isn't a strong culture here.
Yes,
you know, and
there is no culture here because it's the most culturally diverse country in the world.
Yes, so
There's
people
no
don't
one
know.
culture.
Yeah, people don't know how to mix their or even put a standard out there because it'll look off to someone else.
Exactly.
So people withhold their natural tendencies. But I do want to go into something before we go into this because this will be a powerful conversation itself.
Yes.
So going into more with how your upbringing was. So parents were fantastic. They gave you this kind of stewardship, right, and gave you this responsibility. Correct. You dabbled with it. You moved out, right, and 3 languages. Right. Let's talk a little bit about that. And then let's talk a little bit about why you fell in love with fitness and then training. I want to learn a little bit about that. Where did that come from? Where it came from? Why it exists?
Yes. So Norway as a culture is very like we want to appreciate nature. So we walk a lot. We hike a lot.
Nice.
And that also incorporates into sport.
Okay.
So especially the winter sports. So I started like soccer is the bigger summer sport. So I started soccer when I was 6 and I continued that until I was 15.
Okay.
And I was a goalie. I don't know if that was big, but I played goalie.
Okay.
And when I was 5, I started skiing. Yes. And this is a national sport in Norway, so everyone does it. There's no excuse.
Really?
Everyone does it. If you don't like it, you're still trying. And if you're not good, that doesn't matter. You just do it. And it's a part of the school curriculum as well.
Really?
Ski.
Wow. I love that.
End of story.
Yeah, I love that.
If you don't like it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you don't learn it, you're not Norwegian.
Wow.
Yes. It's that easy. Now, I do see, because this type of parenting happens in Norway too, where that gets looser and looser. Because kids are accepted. Like, it's okay for you to be on your phone all day. Other story, back to me. I started then being very physically active. My sister as well, she did like 11 years of gymnastics. A freak of nature in gymnastics. Freak of nature. Genuinely.
Yeah.
She did gymnastics 6 times a week.
Wow.
Basically every single day,
Yeah.
she did gymnastics.
So she was on top of it.
Oh, she was a freak of nature.
Yeah.
She and her team, because she did, I don't know what it's called, but it's like team-based on tarmac. And she became a Norwegian national champion with her team.
Wow.
At the age of 13. Like,
Wow.
having a medal at 13 of
Is
your
incredible.
country is
Yeah,
incredible.
is incredible. So
I
she's-
never got
yeah.
to that point
Yeah.
because how my sister focused on one thing, I was more of a polymorph to focus on
Many
everything.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, many things. Yeah.
So I did soccer and skiing. I continued skiing until now, but I stopped with skiing lessons when I was 14 and did freestyle instead.
Wow. Okay.
I started taekwondo. I did bowling, chess, swimming, gymnastics as well. What else did I do? Go-karting for a while.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah, but
wow,
it was
you
like,
kind of
it
go
was
all
not-
over the place.
It wasn't really possible to sustain because there's not. I'm from a town of 4,000 people. There's
not a lot.
There's not a go-kart
Yeah, there's
place
probably
around,
not.
right?
Yeah,
There
yeah.
isn't. There. Yeah. So
4,000 is a small populace.
Yeah. Continue
Very
with
small.
skiing.
Yeah.
And then when I was 15, I fell in love with athletics.
Wow.
And that's where I think my real start within fitness happened, because I was very much into, because of Norwegian culture, just sports in general. So I had a very, very good base within my physicality. And then I started with like actually trying to get my physique to the utmost like peak.
Potential.
Exactly. But that was specifically within running,
Right.
jumping, and hurdles.
Running, jumping, and hurdles. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so-
nothing related to weights just yet.
Well, kind of. So not specific weight training.
Okay.
What they do within track and field or athletics, as I say, is you train weights specifically towards your sport. So I did a lot of one-legged deadlifts, a lot of leg work, hip work. I made sure that my arms were relaxed and strong, so I did a lot of shoulder work, so that it could, like, mobility was a big part, especially in the shoulders, so it could move well.
100%.
Because that was a big point within especially hurdles, because you need to reach for your front leg, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah.
I was really
To
good
get
at
on
hurdles.
hurdles. Yeah.
Because
Really?
I could, within track and field,
Yeah.
I was able to run over the hurdle with both my feet,
Oh, nice.
which is
Very
uncommon.
Yeah, very difficult
very
to do so.
uncommon. So
Yeah.
I was able to do so.
Wow.
That pushed me far. So I got a lot of a lot of meets in Norway. I got like third place and stuff, because there's always this genetic freak at 15, right? Like I
Training
can't
like a
be-
madhouse.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And
I remember
train-
your polymorph. so
Exactly.
you're all over the place.
I trained 3 times a week, and then this 15-year-old who's a head taller than me
yeah.
only trains this one thing,
The one thing.
their whole life,
Yeah.
and then beats the absolute.
Crap out of everybody in the division.
Yes, of course they do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound a lot, but like 1 to 2 seconds ahead of someone is massive.
In that sport, 100%. Any type of race, calculated sport, 100%. It makes a difference.
It makes such a big difference.
Huge.
And when you talk about a second, it's like this person is a league ahead of you. And he
Yeah.
was, rightfully so. He was better than me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I accept that. And I see a lot of people who, especially on themselves, don't accept that someone else can be better than them.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
It's good. It's going to be there till the end of time.
And I understood it for myself as well, as I just wanted to try a lot.
Yeah.
And I say I'm above average in everything I've tried, but I'm never the best, because I never, as my sister did, focused on one thing only.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to try stuff.
Yeah.
And I still do.
Yeah.
So then I continued with athletics.
Yeah.
And then when I really moved into athletics is when I took, when I was 17, I moved to Spain for a year.
Wow.
So I learned my 4th language, Spanish,
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So I lived in Barcelona for 10 months for the 2 school years.
That's incredible.
And there
Yeah.
in Barcelona, you have this massive, and I mean
soccer culture.
massive culture of athletics. So I went there and I really got into it there. And then I got back. I had my last year of high school. We have grade 13 in Norway.
Right.
Continued with it, and then got more into weightlifting there. Because I saw strength as not just use a tool for sports, but also just as a tool for increasing the human body to its utmost potential.
The highest potential.
Exactly.
I agree.
And it's like, every time I talk with people who are like my age, they just want to lift as much as possible. But I'm not just there for performance or aesthetics. I'm also there for longevity.
Yes.
So, and I also know
Yes.
for longevity, I want to be able to perform as well as possible because they correlate perfectly.
100%. 100%.
But I'm not going to push one further than the other.
Yeah.
If it takes more performance than I want it to, so it works negatively towards my health. Like let's take Eddie Hall for example. He overexerted his organs and he got a concussion from lifting 500 kilos.
Yes.
Now, lifting 500 kilos is historic.
It's incredible.
It's historic.
Incredible.
I'm not going to do that.
No.
Because I'm not going to push myself that far that it takes away from my longevity.
Yeah. You know what's so funny? Just to go into your story. I watched a video today. Right? It was just a short of him and Brian Shaw talking about the amount of calories they consume.
Oh, 10,000 easy.
Yeah, 10 to 14,000 calories in a day.
Hey, Eddie Hall had 3 breakfasts. One of them was a bucket. A bucket of beans.
That's insane.
I could not imagine eating a bucket.
Yeah. My whole thing is, how does your enjoyment come into factor?
It doesn't.
Right?
Until, and that's what I saw with myself when I like hit my peak in long distance running, or when I hit my peak when I did my longest jump, or when I did any form of sport, like my epitome at the top, I didn't care what I had to do. I did this. It's like this dopamine shot, and I couldn't imagine what Eddie Hall felt when he lifted 500. It didn't matter how many days of 14,000 calories he had to eat. He lifted it. That's it.
That's it. The nosebleeds, the concussion,
doesn't
all of it.
Matter.
Yeah, true.
It doesn't matter. And I think a lot of people should take from that. It's like you should give everything for like making one thing possible, especially for yourself.
I agree.
Now, me personally, I'm going to do that as long as it doesn't take health negatively.
100%.
I want my last goal in life, and I got this probably instilled from my own grandparents, is I want to be able to play with my grandchildren, not only play, beat them. I want to beat them. My grandmother jumped on the trampoline with me.
Wow.
This is special.
Yeah, it is.
My grandfather
legacy.
will still beat me at tennis.
Really?
Will still beat me at tennis.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
And when I played bowling competitively, which was fun.
Yeah.
Me, my dad, and my grandfather, because they all play. My dad played on a team; they were all right. It's like the leisure play with people around you who want to have some fun, be social, and play competitively with like other groups around you. And my grandfather did the same. And when I see him hit 3 strikes in a row at the age of like 75, I'm like, who the?
What are you doing?
Who are you?
Yeah,
what are you doing? I'm this 12-year-old up and coming who is able to like score above 100.
Yeah,
which as a 12-year-old is pretty special.
Pretty impressive.
And
it's impressive.
Yes, and I was really well in my regional championships. This is Norway. It's like a population of 5.5 million. And regional champion, that was like 70,000 people in the whole population. I'm going to say maybe 5,000 were able to compete. And then of that, who do you think actually takes bowling competitively? Like 13, right?
Yeah.
So I got first twice and third once.
Okay.
Which is still pretty good.
Still pretty good?
Yes.
Yeah, it's still something.
Like for regional champion at 12 is not bad.
Yeah.
And bowling. Yeah. But still, you know?
Listen. I know for you, you're doing more than one thing.
Yes.
So now once you're done bowling, you're going to go into weightlifting. You're going to go into more things.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And I think as a parent, and I see that in myself as well, I'm going to push my child into every single possibility. Yeah. Because if they don't experience them, it's like a negative.
Yeah. You know the thing that I love about this? So you're 21, I'm 29, so I got 8 years on you, give or take. It's when I was your age, I didn't have the versatility, the sharpness, or the brightness that you have. And it does go back to your parents and how they cultivated you to be who you are today.
Thank you.
Right? Even if your sister was a master in being a gymnast, I see you very much being some type of executive or a director of some sort in your future. Yeah. Just because of the trajectory of where you're going.
I'm going to do that for my own company. And people, always, that's the fun thing. Every single time, there are humans, as you as well know, who would laugh at you speaking something, having the courage and the vision in your brain to go, I'm going to do this and do it. Yeah. I think a lot of people, when they heard, I'm going to do podcast, don't go, what are you doing? Like, stop that. No, don't have this. Like, a lot of people have this fear of being seen in public, having like the fear of like,
Almost
doing
judgment.
judgment and doing something different and special.
Yeah.
And it's I'm going to continue to do this.
Yes.
I'm going to fail for 5 years and then I'm going to win once. And then you're going to look at me and say, wow, I know this guy.
Yep. You know, I'll share something with you. So we haven't gone into, I'm going to contrast your story with my story.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get into something else. I'm going to ask you more questions.
Yes.
So the thing I love about your story is you're humble in that you don't talk about your hardship. Right? Or maybe there wasn't anything evident just yet. And that's why I say you're probably going to go through something where you're going to develop a type of business and then you're going to go through your hero's journey. Every man goes through that.
Yes.
Right? It's some type of type of...
Every human, just like in animes, go through hell.
Yes.
And then they go through a lonely phase.
Yes.
And then they start winning.
Yes.
But only then.
Yes.
I've done the hard stuff.
Yes.
My parents, they got divorced at 13. That was not fun.
There you go.
Stuff like that happens, right?
Yeah.
Stuff happens.
So independence.
It goes... It always, something has to go bad.
Yes.
And then you have to be lonely.
Yes.
For a while, which I did when I was 19. Of course, my dad was around.
Yeah.
But I was alone.
Still something.
Yes.
Yes.
And then I moved.
Yes.
And I went to university and then I cultivated.
Yes. And now I know you as being...
Yes.
And I know you being becoming a physiotherapist. And I think you're going to become a world-class personal trainer. And I also think there's more. But we'll go into the more in a second.
But continue
so
what you're saying.
Yes. So for me, right, most people on my channel have probably heard my story.
Yeah.
So my father died when we went to Germany when I was 3 years old. 3.
Accident?
It was a stab wound from someone in our family. So growing up, for me, of course, it's okay. So first thing, I'm not trauma dropping here or anything.
No. But this is your story. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's trauma, positive or negative. Yeah. It's your story. That's it.
Exactly, and that's it. And it's just it is what it is.
Yes.
I don't need anything to bet it on. Yeah, exactly.
Go on.
So the thing I love about my story is, growing up, I only had my mom and my sister. There wasn't a male influence around. So I grew up having to and I'm the oldest. I have one sister who's 1 year younger. My mom is a very introverted book type. I read a lot. I hide in a cave type of woman. She's special. She's my hero.
Yes.
Right? And she always will be.
Yes.
But she's
heroes aren't perfect.
Yeah, they're not perfect. No. And they come with certain flaws. And a feminine woman who comes from an island where there was a war and she had to leave the war to go to Germany to start fresh. I sprechen a little bit of Dutch. You know, so growing up and then being German, we had to go through a little bit of hardship. The death was so bad that my father, the restaurant that he had to close down. We left Germany. My mom had to escape and we came to Canada. And we came here and we started out. The winters were cold. Times were tough. Things were difficult. And I didn't really have an athletic ability growing up. All I was adaptable. And I had a little bit of ADHD. Yes. So I would be quick to...
Active.
Yes, very active child.
And you were also dopamine oriented.
Yes. And to this day I still am.
Yes.
Right? So I've kept that same approach. I've learned, struggled in school, I'll be honest with you. Things did not pick up easily. Friendships was a hard thing too. Learning the social life on how to make a connection when deep down I always knew something was missing or something was wrong with me.
Yeah.
So eventually I never really got to do the challenges that you did where you had to test yourself out, and that's what I'm going to do differently if that's the call for me in the future for my kids.
Correct.
But eventually what happened was, through the bullying, through the challenges, through the isolation, I developed a really hard skin, and I started to learn MMA a little bit, learn a little bit of boxing, beat up a couple of bullies, and then got my ass kicked in a couple fights too.
Exactly.
Yeah, right? You have to go through it. Yes. And then I learned that there's so much power in physical fitness. I don't care who it is and what your genetic background is. If you have the ability to get into the gym and train yourself, you will send a message to the universe and the world that you are confident and you're bold and that you can protect yourself.
Agreed.
And that message, it carried on in my life on and off. I met a basketball coach. I started playing basketball pretty competitively. Didn't try for any of my teams, but I kept it going. And then I went into weightlifting and I got to see how weightlifting worked. And I've been mediocre throughout my entire career, but personal training and all of the stuff I do now stemmed from a few coaches that saw something in me, this 5'6" brown kid, right? That had a unique story. I've always been somebody that can walk alone and do my own thing because I never had a father. I never had no one to show me anything. So I had to learn everything on my own, driving, navigating the world. And what I see now as I'm older and wiser, I'm getting to the 30s now, I look at this younger generation and I want to fill the gap that I never had. When I was growing up and when I was your age, I was fending for dear life. I was trying every drug I could get my hand on. I was living my life with reckless discipline or unreckless discipline and just sheer dopamine chasing. Just living my life.
You were swimming in a sea that you could not control.
Exactly. Yeah. And I had no one else that I could go to kind of give me an idea on what I should do. No one gave me potential. No one gave me hope for a better future. To be honest with you, when I was your age, I thought I was going to be dead.
Yes.
Yeah, because I didn't know, up until 18, my mom didn't tell me how my dad died. So it was a weird world. So that when I was 21, if I put myself in your shoes, I'm only thinking of survival. I'm only thinking of paying my bills. I'm only thinking of hooking up with cute girls, right? I'm only thinking of making out with my nice girlfriend when I'm done work and then just making sure I do a half-ass job at work to get by.
Yeah.
But now what I want to do, right, with this younger generation is I want to instill legacy within you guys and this future, because you guys are literally the future. The mistake that I saw with my generation that they couldn't do was instill power to this future generation. And that's what needs to be done now. Every time I see somebody with a spark, I always think to myself, he doesn't even, or she doesn't even realize what her full potential is. And I wonder who is in her life that is willing to tell her, don't shoot low. Because if you shoot low in life, you will hit your target. And that's one thing that I was doing a lot. So that's a reason why I brought you on. Out of all of my guests that I've brought on, you're the youngest. You're the youngest. You're the one that's below my age. And you have a very unique story. But the reason why I brought you on is because you, much like all the 21, 25, 23-year-olds that are watching this video you guys are the future. You guys are the hero of the next generation.
Thank you.
I'm being serious. The future, whether it doesn't matter what career path or the mistakes you've made in your past or all the things you have done, there needs to be people that encourage you guys to go far with your physical potentials and not limit it, right? And I want to go into mistakes that I made when I was 21 first. But what I want to contrast and say with my story is this. The beauty is, right, is that I can see the power of great upbringing, the power of someone who is resilient, multilingual, sharp mentally, right? And what I want you to do is tell me about what your dream is and where do you aspire to go from where you are now?
And genuinely, very few people know this, because when I usually talk about it, I either get resistance, of which I use fuel, which is always fun.
Of course.
But I only really tell it to trusted people, and you are one of those, I'll tell you immediately. Is that my start of my future was always being able to help a greater mass. I never wanted to help individuals. That was always my first thought. And when I was 14, 15, I wanted to become an ecologist. Because I wanted to help the greater good in some way. And then I got into my first year in the university and I found that biology is not my thing. That's where I did find my girlfriend, which is why I'm here now in this conversation. Good things happen in bad situations.
Of course.
Right?
Of course. Everything happens for a reason.
Exactly. Yes. And then I found out I have some talent within physiotherapy. And this seeded from a young age when I helped my father, because he is a plumber and he got his own company and his own career on the go through working his ass off. Problem is with blue collar jobs like that, especially my dad working the amount he does, is he only deteriorates his body and he doesn't work on his body. That's what often happens with a lot of people like that. So I started to like massage and fix him at a young age. So I really had this like talent, and I think
there's also empathy in that.
Yes.
Yeah, you saw something in someone hurting. Yeah. Wow.
And when I was at the same age, my mom started to do Pilates, which is also this physiotherapy, watered down
rehabilitation
of
movement.
Working out. Exactly.
Yes.
So she used me as the test bunny to get her own bachelor's and master's within that field, which I am very thankful for today. So I kind of saw the normal person working and needing this, and I saw my mom's extreme version of working out only this. So I kind of moved them together.
I love that.
So I
love that so much.
And I started through all of my story within sports, having a physically good body already.
Of course.
And seeing two sides. And it's like, okay, with my, which is, this part's genetic, sorry about that. With my dyslexia, I was able to see stuff in 3D.
Really?
Yes. So I can modelly see the human body in 3D.
Wow, that's an incredible gift.
Yes.
Wow, so anatomically, sagittal, transverse, frontal, all of that. Wow.
I can, because that's why I see my P as a D or or a B or something like that is because I can't read words because they move like this.
Wow.
I can do that with the human body as well.
That's incredible. That's
so when I see someone having shoulder pain, I envision their shoulder and I move it. And I go, okay, this. You have a part of your rear deltoid. It's not the rear deltoid, it's the internal ones where you don't have space for your socket to move properly.
Incredible. Wow.
And I see that and I go, okay, I'm going to do this movement because I know it worked because I tried it on me. And that's what I did every single time is I tried it on me first before I gave it to someone else.
And that's what you should do. Practice what you preach.
And yes. So that's how I kind of, after my athletics and everything like that.
Incredible.
I started doing personal training in university. My first year at university, I started helping people. And I started helping my friends. And then my very, very good friend was like, we're going to make a company on this.
100%.
So we started a social media on it. And he's very much like social media company oriented. And I'm very much, I'm going to speak and help people. And it worked well.
I can imagine.
So
I can imagine.
I started within this physiotherapy, personal training, working out stuff. And I found out when I came through with my girlfriend was like, okay, my future, because she's like, biology is not for you. I was like, I know. What else do I have? And then I just went back.
You have many options.
Yes. What my parents
many options.
Because they said early, and my stepmom as well said early, be a physiotherapist because you're good.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to just be good at something just because I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want to move into something just because I'm good. Now I found out it's also a passion.
Yes.
So
you're more aligned to making it sure that it's a calling.
Exactly. Exactly.
I see. Yeah.
But so my future from then on, my timeline, is I will be a personal trainer next year. In Norway, it's a year. I'll make a good income. That income I will use into buying properties.
Yes.
I will have my own business within properties because if there's anything financially, because in this lonely phase that I had, really started to learn financial literacy. And I think everyone should speak the language of finance.
I agree.
Everyone should.
Oh, I agree. Oh, man.
And
I
found out the best asset you can have, except for a business, is property. So I wanted business and property.
Yes.
And if you're in the business of properties, you'll make money. It doesn't matter what. Especially if you're, well, thank you for saying, sharp-minded.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, as soon as I have a business, I will be able to use my personal training money, which I'm making, to buy housing.
Yeah.
And then this business will continue to move up because I will be relentless with this. I will continue to move it. By the end of my 4 years of being a physiotherapy, because I got into school.
Nice. Congratulations. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yes.
It'll
Big
take
win.
4 years in Norway.
Wow.
I want within those 4 years to not only be a successful personal trainer, but also have my business within owning housing and renting it out to people running to where I don't need to worry about money in that same way. And I know I'll be good at it.
Yeah. So that's the vision.
That is my vision for the next 4 years.
Beautiful. Okay.
After that, I'll have not only owning my own building, but then I can buy and own my own building. I can start my own physiotherapy company within that building. So not only do I have a practice, but I also own the building. So I can rent it out to myself with like nice taxes.
Or people that you want to do business with.
Yes,
right?
but nice taxes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Of course. You see some money.
From there on, I want to continue my physiotherapy and grow that.
Okay.
I want to be able to help common people. I want to be good. But my biggest view, my biggest movement to say that calls me in life is I want to increase the standard of living, the quality of life for as many people as possible.
Wow.
That is my biggest view, is increasing the quality of life.
Right.
And there's two things to that. And it is the big major, which is in infrastructure, which is the production and way of how capitalism works. So I really wanted to go into recycling because that's a big movement. But my biggest calling within that, which I've seen, is agriculture and electricity. If you don't have fuel and you don't have food, if you don't have those two,
changes everything.
Yes, it changes everything. The country will fall.
Yes,
100%. Now, if you have electricity, which is today, together with the internet, the fundamental infrastructure of a country.
Yes.
You can talk anything you want, but in today's society, those are the two biggest.
Vital.
And the farmer. You need food.
Yep.
And people, and just a big thing in Europe, especially in the Netherlands and France, they hate farmers. And I find that stupid.
It's ridiculous.
Because if you don't want food, you're going to hate the farmer.
Yeah.
But then these politicians go, okay, we don't want farmers anymore because this is the reason.
Yeah.
This is the reason. Because cows fart.
Yeah, the methane that they produce can damage the atmosphere.
Yes, it
but
can. You need food.
Yeah, you need that supplementation of food.
And the big part that I have seen, which I really want to change to increase quality of life, is today's overproduction of food is killing the soil.
Yes.
So we're moving into monocrop agriculture of we have, and that is killing the soil. And there is becoming like this counter revolution to it, to where we're rather doing holistic farming, where we're letting actually our animals move on land. And imagine that would be good for nature. Like how
let nature do what it always used to do.
Always used to do. Instead of separating, I'm going to grow grass here, I'm going to move it into a barn, I'm going to feed my animals.
Yeah.
Just remove the barn and let them walk on grass.
Yeah, they're going to do their thing.
It makes better food.
Yeah.
And it also because they're moving, the politicians move this on, hey, I'm going to decrease carbon consumption, If you move the farm animals back onto land, it actually takes carbon into the earth. It's not that hard. Like, just do what nature always did, and it'll work. It's not that hard.
I agree, and I think if you can build a plan, right, a consistent model that can showcase that and get in front of the right people.
And you know what's so funny about that? The plan is already made.
Oh wow!
The plan is already made. It's just implementing it into the countries. Problem is politics doesn't allow it, and also we don't know how much food that will produce.
Right.
Because the reason why we do it this way today is because it needs to produce X amount of food for people to survive. That's the problem. But that is my real motive, my real movement that I want to create in this my generation to say is I want to increase the quality of life for as many people as possible.
That's a very powerful vision.
That is what I want.
Very powerful vision.
And I know that within agriculture.
Yeah.
But the biggest one I want is I want to start nuclear energy companies. Because if I can start a nuclear energy company, I will have infinite energy, and I can give that for free to a country. And that will relieve every single person, every single habitant of the country, because a big part of a lot of people is the bills they have to pay.
Yes.
Imagine not having an electricity bill anymore.
Yeah. Oh, it would change everything.
It would change everything.
But the problem with, so your dream can happen, but there will be people at the top level that will find ways to ruin that fire.
Yes.
And that's the one thing I've learned being my age is we live within a system, within a system, within a system, within a system.
Correct.
Right? If you look at the American dollar bill, you look at the pyramid, right? And you wonder why they put the pyramid on the American dollar bill.
You're right.
So it's to let you know that the people in the all-seeing eye category, they're at the top, and then the pyramid detaches to let you know that the bottom pyramid is the rest of people.
Correct.
Right? I think so your dream will come true, and you'll fight to death to make it happen.
Yes. And I'll probably get killed on the way, but if I die trying to get my dream, then I'm happy.
Nikola Tesla.
Yes.
Right. So Nikola Tesla, incredible innovator, created a technology where you can pretty much hydro source all of the technology of his time. He was going to change the world. Obscure, rejected, lonely, died a virgin from what I've heard.
That was in the Nobel Peace Prize, he put, this is the closest to Jesus I've been, because he was very religious. The closest thing and the only thing he had in common with Jesus is that he died a virgin. That's how religious he was. Extreme. But Nikola Tesla was an extremist. Yeah. He did exceptionally. He did a lot well. Yeah. Extremist. And you need extreme people to move society.
And change the world, right? It's kind of like your sister with being a gymnast. You need people that are locked into that degree to make a difference. What I think is incredible is we don't revile his story, or we do now, but we don't think about the technology he did. Yeah. Right? We don't build on that, right? Because there's a clear gatekeeping that is occurring that is not letting us evolve. There's money behind you going to get your car, going to a gas station and fueling it up. The same way with the rent increase and the food price increase. It's all a system. The more that I start to see the system, I've thought about electricity and agriculture for a long time. For me, hydroplaning and hydro sourcing is the future.
Yes, it is.
It's the future.
And there's literally no one who would disagree with you.
Yeah, the entire earth is made of water.
Yes.
H2O is the most abundant resource on this planet.
Correct.
Why are we not spending our time harvesting this resource?
And there is only one car company in the world, Hyundai, who tried the water car. Hydrogen cars are proven to work. They work. The only problem the hydrogen cars have today is that there's no infrastructure to actually move it. Imagine this with me. Let's move.
Yeah.
Every single car is now hydrogen.
Yeah.
And we replace every single electricity power station, like the Tesla and everything, replace that with hydrogen refueling
Centers.
Exactly.
Or stations.
Stations.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The infrastructure for a gas station doesn't have to be removed. Just change it into hydrogen.
It'll change the world.
It will literally change the world.
It'll literally
it will take away all of the massive environmental stuff that everyone's screaming about.
Global warming and the atmosphere.
Instead of screaming about it and tossing paint onto art and cars, which is a lot of what the demonstrations are doing, actually innovate and do something.
Yeah, and talk about the idea.
Yes,
create models.
Move.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
I would love for, if there's a hydrogen car, I would love to build the infrastructure for it. Yeah. I will be the first person who'll buy a car like that.
It'll change everything. And I think the question that I think in my mind is why not?
Why not?
Yeah. Why
the big
not?
thing though? In 1927, the first hydrogen car was made.
Wow.
Made. 1927. The reason why it was removed is because the oil companies bought it and they sealed it. Because guess what? Money. The
$1 million, billion dollar, multi-trillion dollar component.
Move it. You can switch it into something new. Yeah. But the problem is that people have money.
Yeah.
And when you invest it into one thing, you don't want to change it.
100%, especially when it's making you the money.
Exactly. And when you have greedy people.
Yeah, and that's the world we live on.
Especially greedy people, they will do anything to get power. Power is money.
Yep.
And when you get money and you have power, you're going to do everything to change it. To keep it so that no change happens.
I agree.
And that, I term it as the weight of the crown.
Yes.
As soon I'm an up and coming politician, I will change this, and this, and then I become the politician. I get the weight of the crown. I feel this power, and I want to keep it, so I'll do nothing.
Yep. And I'll maintain everyone else to be happy, so that I stay happy.
Exactly.
Now you see, this goes into my secret agenda, right? So Matt, the reason why I brought you here is because my father passed away in his 30s.
Yes.
Right? I don't know how long my timeline is.
Yes.
Right? But before I leave, I'm going to instill as many leaders as possible. And you're one of them.
Thank you.
You have to push your dream forward.
No, I will.
You have to. You have to push every envelope that you can to attain your dreams first, to become that physio, and you're going to do revolutionary in that field. And as a personal trainer, 100%.
Thank you.
But you also need to take this vision and instill it in other people to think differently. It's when people stop sourcing this, don't give you the option to fulfill your dreams. They pretty much kind of burn you down and say you're ludicrous for your ideas.
Exactly.
That you need to remove yourself from those people entirely.
Yes.
You have to. And
I do. I do.
Yes.
And I found a way to meet new people. There is a lot of problems with the internet. Connecting with people is not one of them. Is not one of them. I met this great group of people who want to do the same thing. I will shout out to the freedom-seeking community.
Freedom-seeking community.
Shout out to them. But I met them in this lonely phase I had, and then they're all people who just want to improve. It's just a community of people who just want to improve.
That's exactly what this community is.
And that's the people I want to talk with as well. You're one of those people who 100%. I could easily see a part of that.
Thank you.
Because you're just here on this planet to help other people improve.
Yeah, and go farther.
And guess what? We need more of you.
Yes.
And guess what you need less of? The people who try to pull you down because they want to be common. I don't want to be common.
No.
People call me crazy, I take it as a compliment.
Exactly. At least I'm shooting my shot.
I love this shit. I love it. Call me crazy, please. Please do. Actually. The
main thing I want to be seen for, and I'm going into that crazy aspect, is I want to open the doors that were not possible for me and you to walk in through. There are doors that we will never be able to walk through.
Yes.
Just because of your race, your limitations, you are not part of that bloodline, Rockefeller, Rothschild, whatever.
The banking community.
The big groups, right? The parties
these are families who control everything and are in the shadows.
Yeah.
These are the banking communities.
But we know them and we see
know
them.
And the problem is too is that paper today is worth nothing because of the fiat system.
Yes.
Whole other conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole different tangent. We'll get you back for your episode. Yeah. But the main thing is it needs to be done, right? So the vision that I have with Perseverance, this is one of many business models that I'm starting, but sales, leadership, political outreach, that's all part of what I envision next. And then of course, business, right?
Yes.
Because in order to move anything, you have to move business 100%. And that's why the title behind the entire YouTube channel is The Perseverance CEO.
Yeah.
I will die fighting to become a successful CEO, and I will do it. And when I do it, and I'm going to say this boldly because it ruffles people's feathers.
Be boldly. I see this with people who want to silence themselves because they don't want to be seen negatively or be heard negatively by someone else. I don't give a shit what other people think about me.
Exactly.
I learned this young when I got bullied.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think about me.
Exactly.
As long as the people who are close to me think of me positively,
That's
and
it.
I think about myself positively,
Yes.
you can say anything you want to.
Exactly. And your
don't
intentions are positive.
Yes.
So anyone that goes out there in a negative approach to demean you is just a waste of time.
And I only see support. I only see support. Negatively talk to me. Thank you. Thank you. I will harness this and use it when I hit my new PR.
That's it.
Like, that's it.
That's it.
Like, and PR goes in squat, but it also goes in my next business.
Yeah.
Every single positive I can take is fueled by everything negative.
I love this. 750 million in profit. That's my goal. One of my first goals.
Why?
Because money has always been a difficult thing for me personally. I've seen the lack of it.
Correct.
And I believe that the right stewardship, I should say, it'll change the political, the financial aspect of my family, but not just that. In order to attain that amount of money, you do need to be providing massive value to the marketplace. And that's a coinciding goal of mine.
Yes.
So the 750 million is profit that I'm going to make within my account, but I will probably have multiple businesses that will be bringing in that income for me, generating that cash flow.
Yes. And all that cash flow, the first thing you need to do as soon as you get it is invest it immediately.
100%.
If you do not invest it in yourself or within the stock market, in any, like the VVO or the S&P, anything like that, if you don't do it, it's dead money.
The next bit
of
of it,
liquid and it just lies there.
And it just sits there.
Use it.
It'll probably be used to fund the businesses because in order to keep a business going, you're gonna have to fund it.
Money is a tool. If you don't use it like a hammer, it is dead.
Exactly. But to add to this, I'm not going to keep all of it myself.
No.
A good portion of it, the 250 million, is going to be put into other people. And this is where you come in. So I'm going to take this money and I'm going to start funding different businesses all over the world. I have somebody now in Norway that's going to build something massive. I want to pay for some of your properties, right? I want to start building opportunities for people around the world to see money that don't have access to it.
Guess what? The more you give, the more you get back.
100%. I'm not going to take it with me, bro.
No.
I'm not going to take it with me.
The more you give, the more you get back.
Yes.
And it is that easy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who have this like ego and this gluttony, it's like, just be humble and just give.
Yeah.
Instead of wanting to take, that will bite you in the ass.
Yes.
And if you give, it's like I have this one thing when I worked at the grocery store, I helped someone who I don't need to when I work. I don't. She bought me flowers.
Wow.
I just helped her move something. And then after, in Norway, we have something called Vips, which is basically like a way of PayPal, like you exchange money. The phone didn't work, so I did it for her. So I bought stuff for her, even though she sent me the money. But that's not something you have to do. As a cashier worker, you don't have to do stuff for people. She bought me flowers just because I was nice. And it's like, just be humble.
Just be
give.
nice. Yeah.
Just give.
Yeah.
And people who don't realize how powerful being positive and giving is, you don't deserve the lashback you get from being nice.
Yes.
You don't deserve it. You don't.
Yeah, and it's a feeling that you feel when they say a true king gives, but it's not because of the act of giving. It's because of the fact that you have the power to give.
I think giving is very selfish. Personally, I think it's very selfish because I gain more from giving.
Wow.
I gain more from giving.
That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
I think me giving for all of the selfish shits out there, let's say that, start giving, it'll feel bad for a while because you're giving something that is a piece of you. Like you feel lesser. But then suddenly 70 people come around you and put a little piece of themselves, and then suddenly you're more.
Wow.
You're more.
Yeah.
I truly believe, and that's the same thing that you're believing, is that I'm going to make this 750 and I'm going to give off a quarter of that. You will receive millions back.
100%.
No questions asked.
Yes.
You will get more back
Yes.
than you will ever believe just because you're being humble, nice, and you're helping other people.
Yes, and I can't do it alone.
No.
This world needs people like you there, somewhere out there doing revolutionary things. And then somebody far out offshore giving you the support to continue that mission.
Yes.
It's this right here that changes the world.
People believing in you.
Exactly.
It's
and then
that
supporting
baseline.
your work. Yeah. And then doing something with it. Right. So part of my journey now is to acquire this. But once that money comes, you're one of the few leaders and many leaders that I'm going to be instilling this in. And I need you to go out there, use your age, use your conviction, use everything that you have within you to make that change. What I'm going to do, just to kind of wrap up this right here, I'm going to give you, and I did this for my cousin, right? He kind of took a darker path in life, but I'm going to give you 10 things that I wish I could have done differently at your age that would have changed my trajectory, right? And I'm saying this to you, but there's a lot of 21-year-olds out there that
who believe the same and need the same
information.
Are in a different position maybe. Because
and I might not give you something that might be like something that you already don't know.
Yes,
so if it doesn't bless you, it might bless someone else.
Exactly.
Right?
And just having a person who is older and wiser than me stand in front of, well, technically sit in front of me.
Yeah.
And give me advice is enough.
Yes.
You can tell me to go lift a dumbbell and that'll be enough advice. Genuinely. Yeah. And that'd be good advice too, actually.
You don't need the advice from me because you far surpass me athletically.
Thank you.
What I want to say is this. So the first thing that I tell you is abstain from drinking and smoking as much as possible. The reason why I say this is
drink.
Good. And I know this, we've had conversations, but the reason why I'm saying this, and this for the viewers as well, is if you think about the stories of the Aboriginals, right, and what they did to the Aboriginals specifically, it was the drinking and the cigarette smoking that destroyed them internally. Right, that same
casinos
and the casinos as well too, and the gambling, and then just the depravity of their character. Right, from the inside. There's an inside job. We still have that propaganda here today. There's a reason why there's LCBOs and nicotine available everywhere, cannabis stores everywhere, because the government still believes in this narrative and demonizing the people. So once you understand this, your entire perspective of people that drink and smoke and do all this stuff, it fundamentally changes. I've had to lose a lot of friends because of this. But
I have lost 90% of the people I know.
Exactly. Yeah, I've lost the closest people to me, people that think that I'm crazy because I stand on this, but I'm very adamant on being sober. So that's the first thing for anyone out there. The second thing is you have been given a natural drive. The natural drive is a gift that I say comes from a creator, a divine source, right? An intelligent designer. And you will go through life where people will try to take it from you. They'll block the source, they'll block the connection, right? They'll try to tell you that the creator doesn't exist, you're not a part of the creator, your skin type, you're this, that, my God is my God. No. We're all given an innate mission on this earth. The minute you realize that and that it's different from everybody else's, you will never compare your story to someone else.
Exactly.
You are here to run Matt's race.
Yes.
Push it to the limit.
What I always say, and I compare this to weightlifting myself, is never look at someone else except for, not improvement, but like my words just blanked. You only look at someone's wins as fuel.
Yes.
It's like you only look at someone else's for progress.
Yes.
It's like, wow, you did this.
Yes.
Well done. I'm going to take and I'm going to use this for myself as fuel. Never take it as a negative. Always take it as a positive.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Never. And as long as you keep that with you, you're going to go far. The third thing is you trust yourself more. Trust your intuition more. Don't
gut feeling.
Yeah, your gut feeling with people and with everything. And always question what people are telling you. Question everything. Question what I'm telling you. Question everything, because people will try to sound like they're smart when they're not smart and tell you to do something that they would never do themselves. Part of my entire mission and my purpose is that I want to become one of the greatest leaders because I've done absolutely everything bad possible. I've taken every bad route. I was homeless, bankrupt, father died when I was young, got pretty much close to being stabbed when I was, working a couple of jobs. I've worked 20 different jobs being a Canadian. I've worked different sectors. So I can tell you, and I made 40,000 in 3 months. I've had great times. So I can tell you from wisdom from what I've done, not what I haven't done.
Exactly.
But you must question everybody, right? So that's number 4, question everybody. Number 5 is during your lonely season, and I needed this more than anything else, don't run to artificial pleasures to fulfill that lonely season. The boredom. Yes, you need it. You need it. You need to look at the sky, your wall, whatever it is, and ask yourself, what am I learning here? What am I being pushed to master? Right? I didn't have this when I was your age. I was filling my life up with so much garbage, right? Pop media, friends that I no longer hang out with, the activities that I no longer do, women that I don't even engage with anymore. And if I all could have changed it, if I could have just been silent and just sat alone. And there's a really good quote in that. Man's greatest problems stem from his inability to sit alone in a room for an hour, right? So if you can figure that out, and you already have, you're going to be well off your way. Number 6, so I'm going to go specifically more into you.
Okay.
Right? There's so many ways that I like.
Shout it out.
I would say
even be wrong. Shout it out.
I would say specialize. Figure out where your gift is, because right now you're just raw, pure talent. I want you to get into physio and then specialize in something and become a master in that, because you have that within you. Number 7.
I'll have to take that truly into heart, because I'm very much like an everything.
Yes.
And I told you that within my sports, it reflects my life in that way.
Yes.
I want to be good at everything.
Yes.
I want to be able to not only skydive, but I want to also speak more languages.
Yeah. I was an indoor skydiver instructor. Did I ever show you that? Yeah. I never showed you that?
I'm a skydive license.
Really?
I've skydived 84 times.
I've been in 80 times.
84.
That's
84.
Awesome. I love that.
I'm a skydiver.
Yeah? Oh, right on. Yeah. I'm an indoor skydiving instructor. So I used to work with iFly. Yeah, I'll show you the videos after.
Wow.
Yeah, I was there for like 8 to 9 months. I love skydiving, bro. It's one of my passions in life.
Yeah. We should jump together. We should jump together.
Dude, we should totally do it. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So no wonder you and I, we get along so well. We have so many correlating interests in things.
Yes. Okay, so number 7.
Don't ever lose your empathy for people, no matter how hard life gets.
Yeah.
When I was in my worst of situations, and I have every reason to be a criminal. I have every reason to be.
Statistically, you should be, right?
I should be, yes. Statistically, I should be in jail right now.
Yes.
What has kept me going is first honoring the Creator above all things, and then seeing the beauty in all purpose. People. Yes, purpose. And then seeing the soul. Like in your eyes, I see your soul. How could I, behind your back, say something bad about you or try to stab you?
Exactly.
Right? It's something that I just can't do it. Right? And I'm broken myself. Yeah. So how can I, as a broken person, go out there and break more?
Someone else?
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't make sense. So what I would tell myself at that age, with all that anger and angst that you're gonna feel, and bro, you're gonna feel it. There's stuff that's gonna come up.
It's constant.
It's gonna happen out of nowhere. And when you do, what I want you to always remember is to remember that all souls are souls, and that empathy is the key to help you find out the next path. Right? Number 8 is don't chase quick money. Don't chase quick money. The deal that seems like it's a good deal and it's a $10,000 drop and you're going to get it right away, but you have to slip up your morals a little bit. You have to kind of, you have to.
This is why I never went into finance. I never wanted to sell my soul for something that could give me power.
And how many people do it? Oh my goodness. It's the norm, right?
Yes.
Right now, like if you look at OnlyFans, right? Like I have a huge thing with like my ex was amazing. She's studying to be a doctor. She's the most greatest girl that I've ever dated. I've only had one girlfriend, and she was different because she was so modest. Ever since breaking up with her, I had to break up with her because she was Muslim and I'm Christian. So her faith doesn't coincide with my faith. She doesn't believe in things I believe in. It was hard.
Those are those baseline morals which are different. Yeah, and they cannot change.
Yeah, if I really quickly go into it, I think of it as leadership, right? Prophet Muhammad versus Jesus.
Yeah,
right. Two different characters.
Two different characters. And me personally, if I would look at the two as a human in today's society. No disrespect to any Muslim.
None at all.
None at all. But in today's society, if Christ did the same thing and Muhammad did the same thing, Muhammad would be in prison for sex offense and pedophilia.
Yes.
And Jesus would still be the same king.
Exactly.
It would still be the same king.
And that's the exact argument I made, Matt.
Yeah.
And it didn't click with her.
No.
Right? Because I'm not trying to make this about religion. I'm not trying to make this about what your parents brought you into.
No.
I had to leave the faith, right?
Yes.
But it's leaving the faith and then going through all the dumb stuff that I did,
Yes.
the stealing, the lying, the gossiping, the slander, all the darkness that I did, reflecting and then looking back and saying, you know what? Maybe this Jesus is God.
Yeah.
Because he did things that humans cannot do.
And to me,
Yeah.
I don't care if you believe in him or not, or if you think that he did the right thing or not. What I look at, and to everyone else, what I look at is the people who follow him. The positivity that has been brought through people following him has done so much positivity that I just have to believe.
Yeah.
Because if this mass amount of people, even though Christianity across history has killed millions,
100%.
I am not saying that. I'm saying the people, the individuals who follow Jesus Christ, they are just better as humans.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't care if it's written in a Bible. Humans being better because someone else said so, this someone else has to be a good human.
Bingo. On the I couldn't even say it better myself.
Yeah.
Like you said it so good.
And I was
it's
brought
hard.
up without a religion.
Really?
I was brought up agnostically.
Wow.
Agnostic.
Agnostic.
Right?
Yes. Or atheistically.
Atheist. No. Both of my parents were atheists.
Yeah.
And I was brought up atheist. And I found out with myself through time and with very, very specific people around me who are Christians. And then I did my own research and found out that...
Hear that again.
I
did his own research.
I did my own research and I found out I am not a Christian follower, but I believe in the Bible. I believe in the Bible.
Yes.
Now, does that mean that I accept everything in the Bible? No.
No.
Does that mean that the morals and the values that the Bible made created the Western world that we know today? Yes. Do I believe in those? Absolutely, I do.
Yeah, 100%.
And I also believe that if you follow Jesus Christ and do as he did, you will be a good human.
And that is
it's so easy.
Exactly.
It's like Jesus.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Yeah, it's right there. You know, and when I had that conversation with her, you know, and she would give me anything I wanted. It was the hardest thing in the world, bro. It was my first girlfriend. I thought she was my soulmate.
Exactly.
Right? And when I broke it up with her, and I the same thing I'm saying with you, she's gonna be in her world. I fell in love with her because she's a revolutionist. She doesn't even realize her given potential. The way she speaks about her field, the way that she wants to help people in Palestine, she's going to change so much, right? But it's unfortunate that faith and then your values can distinct and make things so different.
I was just going to say, at that point, it's not faith. At that point, it's bottom line values.
Yes.
And me and my girlfriend have bottom line values, but the layer right above that is very different. Because she is empathetic to the point where she'll forgive anything, not anyone, anything. That is wrong to me.
I agree. Yeah, there's a standard.
Yeah, there's a big standard. Yes.
Yep.
And that's the same that Jesus did.
Yep.
This place is not a market. This place is a temple that we praise to God.
Flip the tables. Yeah.
Flip the tables.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Come on.
You cannot be any form of allowing something to happen. You cannot be tolerant.
Yes.
Tolerancy is the death of a country.
I agree. And death of a man.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I am not tolerant.
No.
I am empathetic.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not even that empathetic, but my girlfriend instilled it into me a lot more. She did. But empathy to a point of tolerance is horrible.
Exactly. This leads exactly to what I was going to say, which is never undermine your value. Now, you see how it's so strong now? Keep it with you always. And if anyone tries to take that away from you, and remove them. See, you're stronger than me when I was your age because I was actually faulting on my own character at the time, right? So that's a mistake that I wish I could teach myself at 21. So if anyone's out there, don't lose your character, your values, your morals for some type of temporary experience. I've had so many people come up to me and they offered me jobs, offered me times to go out. And because at that time I didn't see any value within myself, I said yes to everything.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Went there, did the experience or did whatever that I had to do at that time, met with that person, and and learned that that wasn't the right thing. So
Okay.
boom, right? So that's the next point. I'm gonna give you two more quick ones.
Go.
Shoot for the stars, right? Shoot very high, right? Put a high ambitious calendar in yourself. And the last thing I'll say is connect with as many people that challenge you as possible. And
Challenge me, which way?
you. Challenge you to grow.
Okay.
Challenge you to connect. Challenge you to dig
Thrive.
deeper. Yeah, dig deeper, look further, hunt farther, ask why behind things. People that instill that desire for you to use your passion in life, not just shush you off once they know that you're good enough, or people that see your shine and then will give you an order to follow and always keep you in that order. Know the distinction of who you need to align with, and then find the people that challenge you with a holistic opportunity of growth always, right? Because I'm going to say this now, you're going to surpass me, right? And I'm proud of that because I can't be the best. I don't want to
I love
be.
when people are better than me.
Yeah.
Because guess what?
Yeah.
They can then teach me.
Exactly. I could learn a thing or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
And
right?
That's humility.
Yeah,
And there's so few people who are like me and you who can just take a standpoint in humility and go teach me.
Yeah, teach me something. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know something I love running a race where the guy's ahead of me, so I constantly in my mind have to think, oh, I'm catching up to you.
Yeah.
I'm catching up to you.
And then guess
Right?
what? At some point in time,
Yes.
you will be the person ahead, and then someone who is younger than me will be right behind you. They might actually be watching this right now, this 16-year-old
Yep.
who sees you doing a podcast and they're like, oh, I want to do the same. Oh, CEO? Oh, 750 million? Oh, when you then realize and become it, like you have not only had the bravery to say it, but you envision it and believe it.
Yes.
And you are there, and then you're running the head of the marathon. And then you have this person who's slacking off a little bit, and then they see you and I need to catch up to this person. And then it's running. And then you are the one that they're running after. And your job is to not stop and is to continue to run. Because
going.
if you stop, then they'll come to a point and they go, oh,
Yeah.
this is where you ended up? No. Right? No.
Surprise
no.
me.
You move them further.
Yeah, surpass me. Take it farther.
And to a point, they will surpass you.
Yes.
It will happen.
Yes.
And I am so glad when that happens.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe I'll become Hokage, right?
Yeah.
But once I become Hokage, the next one has to come in,
Next
right?
one has to come.
Right, come on.
And as Hokage, I need to send a bar.
Yes.
This is power.
Yes.
This is the way to use violence.
Yes.
Because violence is the epitome of security.
Yes.
And if you have underlying violence in a society, which is police today, things will be peaceful.
Oh.
Because there's the threat of violence.
Yes.
And the threat of violence of Hokage is not like, I'm gonna blast your country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And if you want to be Hokage like me,
Yeah.
you need to fight for it.
Yes.
And like Naruto said, you need to believe it.
You gotta believe in it.
And then you're gonna train, and you're gonna train, and
Yeah.
you're gonna train, and then
Yes.
suddenly you're gonna be in a war,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna stand on the other side, and you don't believe you're a Hokage, but other people are calling you it,
Then you know.
then you know.
Then you know.
Then you know.
And we're in the middle of that, even in the beginning of that. And Matt, I love this conversation, and there will be a part 2 in a different setting and a better time with better resources.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Maybe in your country. I don't know. We'll figure it out because I have big visions. But before I leave, I want to ask if there's anything that you want to leave me or you want to give to the younger generation. So 2 things: what's on your heart, what's on your mind. I'm always open to anything that you have to say.
Give to you, I would say don't stop. I would say don't stop because there's a lot of people who have clarity and they want this thing and then they don't move fast enough. Because genuinely, speed is the only thing that keeps people up. And I'm going to correlate this to an airplane.
Sure.
You have weight.
Yes.
You have passengers.
Yes.
You have people who follow.
Yes.
And the only thing that keeps an airplane from moving is speed.
Right.
You need to go 10,000 kilometers an hour. You need to. Move. Move faster. If you can move faster, move. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't look away from who you are. Don't let speed overcome you. But a lot of people, they stop pushing themselves into moving faster when they've found a system and a route that works. Okay. So when you move into becoming a CEO, which you already are, you have these things, you have these standpoints, you have these systems, you have this humility, you have this helping other people, and then you move, but then there's going to become a point where you're successful and you're like, okay, I'm going to continue to move in this pace. Now you have more, so move faster.
Okay.
Because you have more.
So complacency.
Yes, exactly. Don't be comfortable.
Yes.
Don't be complacent.
Okay.
Because I see a lot of people, and this is me included, because I'm not a saint. And a lot of people, when they're sitting here and looking at us, We are not saints.
No, there's so many mistakes that are going to happen.
And exactly, you know,
but do you stand or fall to those mistakes?
Exactly. So when you move and you make more money and you're on this airplane, add another set of engines and move faster.
100%. So don't be complacent and follow the pace of your growth. Continue to grow.
Continue to grow.
Continue to grow. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And for the rest of the people as well.
For your generation.
Correct.
Yes.
But my number one thing I always tell other people, or I should be telling other people, is reflect.
Reflect.
So sit down, have a book, and write about yourself.
Okay. That's powerful.
When I started to reflect, I started to grow. Half of solving a problem is knowing there is a problem.
And
then you fix it. If you don't reflect, you don't look at yourself, you don't go, oh, I have a bad habit. Oh, I spent 2 hours of Instagram today, which I did. I spent 2 hours in scrolling today. I reflect, I go, what are you doing, Mats? You are being dumb. And then you go, okay, now that I know there's a problem, how am I going to fix it?
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Reflect.
So introspection, reflective work, right? And then denying complacency.
Correct.
Okay. Powerful stuff.
That's what I would say.
This has been an incredible conversation. The insight, the wisdom, the things you have brought here, I think is going to bring so much value to a future generation out there.
I hope so too.
You know, I know that you're going to go far places. I can't wait to have this conversation in the future again. But I want to truly thank you for taking this time, making this work, taking time out of your day to make this happen.
Anytime.
Yeah, man.
Because to me, this feels good. It feels like value. It feels like I'm doing something proactive.
It is.
I would fill my whole day with this. I would fill my whole day with proactive work that feels good.
You know, at the end of the day, it's meaning, right? Fulfillment. We're all here to
any
make the
man
money.
who doesn't, man who doesn't have fulfillment will just
you're going to wither away.
Yes,
right?
You need fulfillment.
You're here for
you
the
need
job.
meaning.
Yes, value, some type of reason to keep going and to keep churning the engine out.
Correct.
You know, and the seed has been planted for our friendship. We're going to be friends for many years, my friend.
I very much agree.
And with the many goals that we have yet to attain, I can't wait to go out there and see the fulfillment of them. Lastly, I just want to give you a piece. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
And the wisdom that you gave me today is
Thank you so much for today.
Generation. For you guys that are out there, where you want to find Mats, you're going to find Mats on Instagram right now?
Well, yeah. The thing is, what I do with Instagram, and the reason why I've gone in loops of deleting it and reinstalling it, is because I understand the value of Instagram, because it's the main source of contenting people and networking.
Yes.
Problem is, it has reels.
Yes.
That's a problem. So yes, you can contact me on Instagram. It's MATZ space ROAN.
Okay.
That is my way of contact on Instagram.
Yeah, and I'll leave that down in the description below.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you want to contact me with time, I'll have like a way of contacting me within being able to like make my own content.
Yes.
Like contact me.
So have we started the YouTube yet?
No, I personally have not.
Okay, so then I'm going to send you this file. You can upload it on your YouTube page and make it the first one. Yeah, man, you gotta start.
Easy.
Yeah, you have to start.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll put this up there.
And I want to be able to have some form of like people can contact me, even if it's on email or something.
Yeah, like a secondary email.
I would love to have people to contact me, because there is not a human on earth that I will not value their word. Like I want to value everyone's word. If I have 7,000 people contact me a day, I won't be able to see hi to you immediately.
Eventually, yeah.
I don't imagine that will happen, but if it does...
Yeah, pat on your back, man. You made it.
But
you made it.
I will be hopefully able to contact you. But I don't want it to be Instagram comments, right? Because then I want it to be a personal thing where it's directly to me.
One-on-one.
Yes.
And so what I'm thinking is create the YouTube and a secondary email that funnels to that YouTube, and that'll be your source where people are going to start to see you, and then more long form content coming from you.
Smart.
Because what you got going on in terms of your vision and what you see the world being, it needs to be documented, my friend.
Thank you.
Right. So the same 855 subscribers I have now, if they can funnel over and follow your page, do that. But you're going to far surpass that influence.
Thank you.
So please do it.
Thank you.
Matt, it's a pleasure.
Same to you, brother.
Take care,
always.
Take care. Take care, guys. Perseverance episode number 7. Number 8 is coming out very soon.
Wait, this is 7?
This is 7.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.